What's more, Will Smith. I love him to such an extent. He's a characteristic, conceived educator. Supposedly, Nia Long loves Will Smith enough to realize that Jada is thoroughly demolishing his life. Yet, what precisely did she say regarding that clearly non-traditional marriage? Furthermore, why has Nia never loved Jada and how she willed? Will Smith appears as though it's the ideal opportunity for a mediation, and Nia Long is absolutely here for it. On the off chance that you are asking why Nia even has assessments about Will's and Jada's marriage, this is on the grounds that she has been Will's dear companion for quite a while. They really met when Nia played Lisa Wilkes in the hit 90s sitcom The New Ruler of Bel-Air, featuring as one of Will Smith's lady friends, and the one in particular who inspired him to settle down. Jada was really expected to assume the part, and during a meeting on Individuals television, Nia said that the makers at first cast Jada in the job of Will's better half. However, they rethought in light of the fact that they believed that Jada was excessively short. Thus, the joke that I have with Jada is, I landed the position. However, she got the spouse. Furthermore, that main implied that Nia had the potential chance to get to realize Will better and furthermore developed to adore him in actuality. What's more, he would constantly get through the entryway with this enormous measure of affection and energy, and this wealth of giving and backing. Furthermore, he accepts that he can do anything. Furthermore, that was whenever that I first had at any point seen a person of color take that position. So it was extremely motivating for me. Thus, indeed, Nia is a lot of worried about what happens in her companion's life, and even straightforwardly gave her considerations on the marriage during a meeting with a T. I feel terrible for Will and Jada right now since they've been very open to their own story, and it takes a ton of boldness to do that. Furthermore, Nia additionally said that in light of the fact that Jada has a show like the Red Casual Conversation, she needs to be the thing she is imparting to the world. Furthermore, that has become a colossal measure of tension since we as a whole have our high points and low points with endlessly love is something confounded. What's more, she said that Will is a symbol and that Jada ought to give Will some space, saying, quote, I think any key to any relationship is give your accomplice the space to be who he should be, who she should be, who she should be. What's more, assuming it implies you're enjoying some time off to do that, enjoy the reprieve. I realize I in some cases simply take off from the house and I don't let anybody know where I'm going. What's more, I'm like, okay folks, I'll be back. That's what since I've discovered on the off chance that I don't deal with myself first, nothing else in the house moves along as planned. End statement. To some, it could be clear for what reason Will would have to enjoy some time off. Isn't that so? Like we've all sort of seen plainly what Jada has put that man through. One of the most terrible public embarrassments was likely in 2020 when August Alsina guaranteed that he and Jada had an unsanctioned romance and that it was with Will's full information and consent. While Jada and Will later tended to the undertaking on an episode of the Red Casual Conversation with Jada, conceding that she and August had fostered a snare. Well, it was at that point hard enough that Jada had cheated with her child's dearest companion, and to add salt to the injury she talked with Will about it as well. Control and embarrassment 101 in that general area. Folks, what's more, individuals most certainly had a field day with that, including Chris Rock. We as a whole been undermined. Everyone in here been undermined. Not a solitary one of us have at any point been evaluated by the individual that undermined us on TV. Talking about Chris Rock. Better believe it, I will go there. The control was additionally really apparent at the Oscars 2022 when Chris Rock was in front of an audience to report the victor of the Best Narrative. You all recollect how we made that joke that he was anticipating seeing Jada in Jane 2 in light of her uncovered look. Purportedly, Jada is the person who acquainted Will with sexual openness, and together they began laying down with youthful rappers in Hollywood. Purportedly. They're both sexually unbiased. They do odd things in their home, and young fellows have left their home, shouting to move away from them in their mentorship. Also, we should Additionally, not fail to remember that Jada herself said that she never needed to get hitched, not under such a lot of tension. You know, being a youthful entertainer, being youthful, and I was very much like pregnant. Also, I was very much as, I didn't have any idea what to do, yet I just realized I was like, I never needed to be hitched. She said that at least a time or two, truth be told. So you get exactly the amount she never needed to wed Will. She additionally told Individuals magazine in the 2019 main story, quote, I never needed to get hitched. However, my mom was like, you need to get hitched. She's so old school and will needed a family. So I said, good, perhaps it's something I ought to do. End statement. Damn. Furthermore, assuming you request a great deal from Individuals, they will let you know that the issue wasn't actually marriage. It's that Jada has forever been infatuated with another person. Furthermore, indeed, many individuals are alluding to Tupac. Unfortunate Will. Envision rivaling a dead man. Goodness, find happiness in the hereafter, Tupac. In any case, individuals suspect that Jada potentially focuses on at Will's face that she is still enamored with Tupac. Graciousness of that letter that Willow composed, where she expressed that she realized Tupac was alive somewhere and requested that he return to them so she and Jada could be cheerful. Furthermore, coincidentally, Willow was just 11 years of age when she composed that letter. So Tupac has most certainly been a hotly debated issue in that family. When it's all said and done at this point, Will ought to have strolled his fine behind out that entryway, yet he actually decides to remain with Jada. What's more, on the off chance that you're asking why, one thing I realize that Will has said in the past is that for him, separate is a definitive disappointment. Separate was a definitive disappointment for me. No doubt, I've been harmed a great deal in my grown-up life. However, I think nothing contacts the disappointment of getting separated from my kid-child's mom. What's more, on the grounds that Jada realizes this quite well, is it conceivable that she maneuvers Will towards staying with her, paying little mind to the amount it influences his life? So as a dear companion, Nia sees everything occurring, and as per certain individuals, she's presumably worn out on it. Also, guess what? It's not simply Nia who has shared her interests. Even Kodak Dark straight up said that Jada doesn't merit Will and, surprisingly, offered himself up tending to Jada by saying she merits somebody like him and not Will. Run, man, run. Finish. However, get you some inner harmony. Be that as it may, guess what? This boat has long cruised, folks. Also, who knows whether Will has any expectations of truly leaving Jada, particularly given his remarks in the New Year's. However, the ladies that I was in consistent contest with, for the most part, it was me and Jada. Okay. Let me not lose sight of what's most important. Be that as it may, I couldn't want anything more than to understand your opinion on Jada controlling Will and Nia's remarks. So sound off in the remarks area underneath. Also, remember to look at this next video.